time I am using my photo booth on my computer to record these. And it has 3, 2, 1, go! Right before the recording starts. So that just got me giddy for a little bit. I'm seriously considering letting my fringe grow back again. Why? I've not had it for that long, maybe just, oh God, maybe like a month, and I do really love it. I do feel like it's extremely big as well. Why am I talking about my fringe? Because I can. Because nobody cares. Nobody cares. This is my playground, so I do whatever I want on it. That's self-talk, by the way. So I'm considering letting my fringe grow. My hair has been on a journey. Okay, this is how the story goes, the old story. There's me saying a few episodes ago that I'm not going to talk about my old stories, and here I talk about my old story. Ever since I was little, I had very fine, is it not that dense hair? And my parents used to cut my hair short because the belief was that if you have short hair, it's going to grow thicker. I'm hearing myself say that. It sounds so weird, so strange. Anyway, so I've had short hair when I was little. And nothing really happened. They never thickened up because it's not that. And throughout my life, I kept carrying that belief on that my hair is not that thick, not that dense. And then I done a course when I was in uni, I've done this hairstyling training. Oh my God. And of course, one of the teachers there reinforced the belief that the type of hair that I've got is prone to balding. So that was enough for me to hear once to deeply ingrain that in my system. So in the past, maybe 2 years, I've been on a complete journey of up and down with this hair loss situation. And with the knowing that my thoughts create my reality, and that a story doesn't have to be real forever, and you can change a story, and you can even change your physical appearance and all that part. I have worked somewhat in changing that belief that my hair is very fine, not dense, whatever. I don't know, because fine is like the structure of the hair strand, so it's the denseness of the hair. And oh my God. And what's happening more recently is it's gone so much. Like I have lost so much hair. There's also another little thing, of course, because this starts in family. My mom used to have this saying of, it sounds much funnier in Romanian, that the smart hair leaves the stupid head. Sounds so weird in English. Anyway, so I've kind of carried that, and every time I wash my hair, I brush it, and I can see this much hair coming out. I am like, oh, I have my mom's voice, and then, oh my God, I'm carrying this with me still. Sorry, Mr. Mike, I always slap you. One way or another, I always kind of give you a slap. Anyway, wow, this is starting very funny already. What I have done recently in attempts of changing that story and really working with this belief that my hair is thinning out drastically, but also not wanting to jump straight ahead with, I've got a thick full of head. No. I've got a thick full of head. Wow, I've got a head full of thick hair. Oh my God, I'm making myself laugh here. So instead of jumping straight to that, because I know the brain needs something that it can comprehend. It's like trying to manifest a big sum of money, while also knowing that a part of you is like, I don't believe that. So making a smaller-ish incremental belief towards my hair growing thicker. And what I've done besides treatments that I'm doing to my hair now. The one thing that I do in meditation is, whether it's meditation or breathwork, by the way. In meditation, I can just visualize. It's so interesting because I love to play in meditation, and this is one of the games that I play. I visualize light coming out of my follicles, honestly, and I can see the little follicles of hair growing with light and with hair. It's so interesting. It's so different than anything that I've done before, as to visualize to that extent, like the little follicles just growing happily with the light. And also in breath work, similar thing on the inhale, on the breath retention on the inhale, because with the training that I've done, I haven't even realized my hands have come out to talk, as they do every time. Hands come out to talk. So in breath work, what I've learned, that you can utilize the light that it's in your body. So utilize it for healing, basically, because we all have our innate pharmacy. And with that knowledge, every time I do breath work and hold my breath on the inhale and light, whether I see it or not, because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, direct it to where I want it to go. So in my case, at the moment, I am directing it towards expanding my hair follicles and allowing hair to grow. Like, honestly, this is such a thing that I couldn't see myself talking about right now, but oh my god, I love it. So this is my process for making my hair grow denser, besides using the 3D external steps. So with that, I thought this hair of mine, look at that, I've put dry shampoo in it. So with that, I got to a point of, not so long ago, I kept thinking, I want a fringe, I want a fringe, bangs, and the only one that I feel that suits my face more is this kind of fringe. See this one? That's like very thick in here and all, but I am doing this thing of becoming aware of when I'm saying but, to canceling whatever I said before the but. So I'm becoming aware of how I speak and where I'm putting my attention and how I'm canceling my own thoughts. So hair, fringe, this shape, and now I'm thinking I want to regrow it. Why? Because I don't know why. Why do I want to regrow it? It's a bit easier to handle, to manage, I guess. If I don't have one, I do miss seeing my eyebrows, so maybe I could do this and just see a little bit of one of my eyebrows. Oh, this is gonna go somewhere. This is just gonna be my talk about how to thicken up your hair, what to do to visualize. I guess the progress will be spoken about at a later stage, whenever. But this is my little play game, my little game that I use into visualizing hair growth, denser hair on my own head. Okay, now that I've got that out of my system, in the process of evolving and growing and expanding, I feel like I need to talk about this because there's a little part of me that's like hiding, I feel like I'm hiding this part, which is the one of how I've had help and support from one of my friends. Her name is Zia, and I've had financial support from her. This is what I'm finding very hard to talk about many times. The fact that in the world of letting go of the old and stepping into the new, so the in-between worlds, oh my God. For me right now, it feels a bit challenging to balance this world. because I have this mind that keeps coming in of what am I doing wrong? What should I be doing differently? What have I not learned? Am I really being like a stubborn child right now and I should just get any job, to be able to sustain my 3D physical body into this reality? And also doing this stuff. Also doing the creative part of my expansion and putting myself out and talking about the things that I know. Oh my God, including how to grow your hair with with visualizing. Which is it's so fun. That is so fun. I love that fun part about it. So in that process, okay, part of my story is since I've been back in the UK, what are we now? June? Oh my God. So I've been back in February, and since then, one of the months she just sent me money out of the blue. I don't know, she just had this intuition or this feeling that she needs to send me money because I had been talking about that part of my life, and whatever has been going on for her. So interesting that I want to talk about this. Whatever has been going on for her in her life made her feel like this is where she can give. So from my perspective, I had to work with the thought of how did I put myself into this situation? How do I receive this money? Because I've got the programming in my head that you have to work for money. You have to work hard for money. It doesn't just show up out of here and there, which, of course, this is another belief that I'm shifting out of. And it is a process, though. It is a really cool process. I'm not even going to say stupid shit out loud. But I am just talking as the observer right now, and I want to make this clear for myself too, for my own little brain, that I am talking as the observer what has been happening so far and what I'm working with. So in this process, she sent me money once, and then 2 months after, I have actually asked for money. I've asked her for money, and it has been the most challenging thing for me to do, to push past the embarrassment of it, because this is what my programming is, right? You don't ask for money, you work for it. And if you do, oh my God, it's the end of the world. And wow, this is so interesting to hear me talk about this, when at the same time I am working on growing and expanding out of that, out of all these beliefs. And my God, and I know even this, what I'm doing right now, recording myself to share this on a platform where other people are going to watch it. And I don't want to do this to reinforce those beliefs that I need to ask for money or work hard for it, or that, I don't know, it doesn't come from anywhere. I am just giving space, allowing this energy to move through my body right now. Wow, because it feels very charged for me. It feels very interesting to hear myself talk about asking for money from my friend when I am also working towards creating that for myself with my own gifts and with my own goodness that I've got to offer to the world. Because I am continuously working with the value that I have, and with the idea that value doesn't come from the amount of money that I've got in my bank account. This is finally what I wanted to get out of my system and didn't know how to put words to. That I am working with integrating and understanding that my value is not reflected in the amount of money that I've got in my bank account. Because there's a part of me that believes that still. So this is where it all comes full circle with how much do I value myself, how much do I value my time. And this has shown up in one of the breathwork ceremonies that I put out in this town where I live in. The first one that I did in here was priced at a certain price, and the second one I raised my prices because I thought, oh my God, I'm not even pricing this as the minimum wage. and it's not just that. I had to come to terms with the things that I have learned, the things that I have done, the work that I have done onto myself, the things that I've been through, the knowledge that I've gained, the wisdom that I've gained are worth more than what I believe they're worth. And also having to have that conversation with one of the ladies that attended, the conversation of, oh, your prices have gone up. Yes, they have gone up. Why have they gone up? Because, and even that, it was so interesting for me to actually talk about that because of the value that I put onto myself and knowing my worth and knowing how to work with that instead of keep putting myself down and thinking that, oh, people in this town are not that rich or whatever beliefs, or that they don't understand what breathwork is, so they're not going to pay for it. So there are so many beliefs that I had to work through and change into. People that are meant to be on these ceremonies are going to be there. Whoever comes and joins them gets all the value that they need to get out of. I am in full alignment with my power, with my knowledge, with my wisdom when I am putting these breathwork ceremonies out. And I am given my most authentic self in those moments. So I am giving my most valuable parts of myself in those ceremonies. Can I fully embrace my own value and my own worth without getting in my head about what other people might think about it? Because this is where this is going. I think there's a big part of me that's still working towards changing that. Wow, this is very interesting. Started off with manifesting more hair on my head into finances and value and money. I am very excited though. I am excited about my future. I am excited about this. I'm excited about taking the little steps that sometimes I don't know where they're going to take me. Sometimes I cannot see, I don't have a clear vision of where things are going, and I think even that is something that I'm learning to hold loosely, because of course we as people are bombarded left, right, and center with you need to have a goal, you need to have a vision, which I totally agree with that. If you don't have at least a sort of a short-term purpose or goal, not purpose, goal, vision towards something that you want to achieve in your life or become or transform into, you don't have any reason to do the things for yourself. You can just become a vegetable in your room and that's it. So this is the part that I'm working on right now too. What is my vision? What is my goal, my next goal? Even if it is a small one, even if it is as small as putting my next breathwork ceremony out, whenever, in person, and working towards that. I am very excited that I am going to have, I'm going to have people on my conversations here, on my monologues, so I don't talk to myself, basically. Even though I'm thoroughly enjoying this too. I am very much enjoying just sitting here and talking to myself. And allowing whatever comes through to come through, and working with whatever energy is presented within me at that time. Yeah, I think I'm done with this one. So, see you all next week. Bye bye.